Alright, just stopping right here before you even start the video. Every video is going to come with a disclaimer, so feel free, if you've already watched this disclaimer, to skip ahead into the actual episode. All the information that you see in this video, in this episode today, has been taken from Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me 9th edition. This was written by Paula. Her full name's right there, and her Paula's Choice research team. Paula's Choice is a pretty well-known and trusted skincare brand. I've taken parts from this book that I found most interesting and intriguing that I think deserves to be known, so hopefully you're interested as well. I might turn off comments if I haven't. Please be respectful in the comments and realize that this is not my research, and this book was made in 2015, I believe. So some of the ideas, they may have changed, they may have introduced new research. I can't, go too far depth into that, but just be mindful of that and enjoy today's episode because I sure enjoyed learning and creating it. Sorry. Hello and welcome to the Souple. We are on episode 18 already. If you have managed to stick around all this time, well, thank you so much, because these episodes do take a lot of work. There's a lot of filming, there's a lot of editing, there's a lot of writing. If you do see spelling mistakes, keep in mind I'm just copying this from the Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me edition 9. So, there might be spelling mistakes when you see my little stars. Alright, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. In episode 18, we are doing these three. I cannot properly pronounce the first one, but there it is. So you know the brand, especially if you're watching this episode. Alright, so for the strengths, they provide complete ingredients lists. They have some very good cleansers, and some facial sunscreens that provide sufficient UVA. The weaknesses, of course, expensive, many highly fragranced products, and products are actually not all natural as they claim. Alright, we're going to jump right into it. So we have the three cleansers that are listed as the best, those three right there. The rest are average, and the hard pass being the Angelic Cleansing Oil, for containing peppermint oil and Angelica extract, and those are known irritating ingredients to the skin. For toners, all of them are rated average at best to poor. For again, fragrance oil, very just irritating ingredients. Toners, they're all worth the pass, not even worth mentioning. Scrubs, again, just as with their toners, their scrubs are worth the pass as well, for the same reason. Those fragrant, they really want their stuff to smell pretty. Moisturizers, another list that were worth the pass for fragrance and irritating ingredients, doing more harm than good for your skin. Quite a few, and I mean quite a few. There was pages of poorly rated moisturizers from that brand. Alright, for the lip and skincare, hard pass, Shea Butter Lip Balm Stick for being highly fragranced. Specialty makeup care, another hard pass category for products such as their brightening moisturizer mask. To sum it up, it seems aside from a couple of good cleansers, you might just want to stay clear of this brand when it comes to their face care. This was all that was listed in the book, and obviously they have a lot more products like their hand creams and bath products, but again, it wasn't in the list, so I can't really speak to those. Alright, L'Oreal Paris, which is actually a long one. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can. Strengths, inexpensive, some good cleansers, self-tanning products, and a very comprehensive makeup collection. Huge, as you'll probably already know. Weaknesses, some of their jar packaging, and some foundations lack sufficient UVA protection. Alright, cleansers. These are your good ones. The rest are average at best to hard passes. Especially their Go 360 line for containing irritating ingredients. For their eye makeup remover, that one's their best one. That was all that was listed, and it was listed as one as the best. The toner, the only one they list is the Hydro Fresh Toner, for being a hard pass for having alcohol as the third ingredient. You got to watch out for bad alcohols in most toners, especially when the alcohols in toners are right up there. Scrub was actually good, but I don't know if they still carry that product, that Go 360. I don't know. For the moisturizers, there were only listed two as good. These ones right here, which kind of surprised me. The rest were average at best, mainly for jar packaging. Like there were pages upon pages of average at best passes for fragrances and irritating ingredients as well. Far too many to list. Guess just stick to the first two if you're all for following Paula's skincare advice. When it comes to L'Oreal, for their sun care, especially, and I know they still have it, the Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning. I don't use self-tanner myself, but it is all very good and highly rated for the sun care. Other than these ones, though, the rest are average at best for performance and worth the pass. Far too many to list. Further lip care, the Studio Secrets, that one right there, that was the only one. The rest are hard passes. Again, because SPF not being adequate enough. Especially skincare, average at best, the Youth Code Dark Spot Corrector for being fragranted and poor performance. For foundations, these four right here for best and good. The rest were rated average when it comes to foundations for their poor performance. Concealers, we got some best and good ones. Just going to leave that there for a moment. Alright, for their powders, the True Match. These ones right here are actually pretty good. And the rest are average at best. Lackluster performance and too low of a sunscreen. Remember, when you're looking for sunscreen with any products with SPF, you want that SPF to be at least 15. Blushes and bronzers. Those three right there. The One Sweep Sculpting Brush Duo is worth a pass for poor performance. For their eyeshadows are very highly rated. Those ones anyway. The rest are average at best and worth the pass for performance, and the Professional One Sweep eyeshadow has the worst performance. Paula's Choice made a point of saying how bad it was. For your eye and brow liners, these ones right here, these six right here, both best and good. The rest are average at best, with the hard pass being the infallible Never Fails 16-hour eyeliner. And I put that, it fails, LOL, and that liquid eyeliner. Alright, for their lip color, very good lip colors. These ones right here, I'm going to leave this out for a count of 5 because the rest were average and worth the pass. So these ones are the ones that you want to stick to. Again, for their mascaras, a lot here. This one we're going to leave up for count of 10. Besides the ones on this list, and it is a lot, the rest are average at best, and you want to pass completely on their lash boosting serum because that's a basic waste of money. For their face and body illuminators, so your highlighters, 2 are listed good. Especially makeup, they only listed the Clean Artist Makeup Correcting Pen as being good. To sum it up, I'm actually impressed with L'Oreal Paris. They are overall pretty highly rated by Paula's Choice. I might consider saving a lot of money, especially when it comes to some of the luxury products I buy, and maybe look more towards L'Oreal because they are pretty reasonable. Now for the last one, La Mer. Strengths, effective cleansers, mostly good foundations, great powders, and makeup brushes. I didn't know that they made makeup brushes. For weaknesses, outlandish and almost mythical claims. LOL. Extremely pricey. Let's be real. Like, oh my god, some of the prices, I don't get it for the Mer. Several products do contain extremely irritating ingredients, such as eucalyptus oil and lime. Alright, for the good, we got those 3 right there. Cleansers. The cleansing fluid, however, is average at best for having, and I'll have to do this star, that ingredient pearl powder. Those two ingredients actually have no established benefit to the skin at the time this book was published. Don't know about now. For toners, all of their toners are recommended pass for retaining ingredients. They're moisturizers. They're expensive as shit moisturizers. Pardon my French. They're worth pass for retaining ingredients. There's no recommended Elmer moisturizers. Just food for thought considering the price of their moisturizers. There were far too many to list, and they were all average at best or poor. For foundation, for lip products, I almost skipped one. The only one listed was the hard pass lip balm. That lip balm for containing eucalyptus oil, and that one right there. Not a good ingredient, that one, to be slathering on your lips. For foundations, I didn't realize Limmer made foundations, but those ones were the two good ones. And the hard pass is everything else in their foundation line. Concealer as well was another, the Radiant Concealer SPF 25, another hard pass for pore texture and performance. For the powder, it just says the powder. To sum it up, Limmer is an overhyped and overpriced brand, at least according to Paula's Choice. Personally, according to me, I'm going to take their advice and avoid the brand altogether just because I can't afford it. I've tried 2 of their moisturizers for samples from Sephora, and I wasn't blown away, which I surely expected for how ridiculously priced their moisturizers are. Next Sunday's episode will be on these 3 ones. Alright guys, we shall see you next Sunday. Thanks for tuning in for another one.